Here is my advice to everybody. If you want to take charge of your life, if you want to lose weight, if you want to get healthier, here is what you need to do. The first step is to work on up here. What is holding you back? What are your fears? What is keeping you from doing the things that you need to do? That work is so hard. I am still working on it, okay? But you have to figure out, why am I self-sabotaging myself? Everybody starts with these great intentions like, oh, I'm going to go on a diet. Oh, I'm going to lose weight. And then they lose steam, or they get frustrated, or they say screw it, and they go back to their old ways and just gain everything back, or stop working out. That's from up here. You are the one who has to do the work. Nobody can do that for you, and that work, sadly, it really never ends. But you got to do the mental work to make the physical happen, right? Second thing is, you got to give your body high quality foods, okay? If you are feeding your body bullshit food that is highly processed, food that has like practically zero nutritional value, food that doesn't absorb in your intestinal tract and just kind of goes on through or clogs you up or whatever, right? You can't have good energy. You can't work on your depression issues. You can't get better sleep. You won't have the energy for fueling your workouts, right? So you got to do the mental, but you got to give your body high quality food. You don't have to cut your calories at first. You may not even have to cut your calories at all, okay? So when I started using Lumen and switched to eating in the Lumen way and working on the macros in the Lumen way, my calorie levels are the same. And I am losing weight because I am giving my body the food that it needs, right? Most of us don't get enough protein. Most of us aren't getting high quality fats. Most of us are eating garbage carbohydrates, right? Give yourself the food that your body needs, and the changes will come, and it is amazing. You'll never want to go back, right? So ask yourself, would my great-grandparents recognize, fill in the blank, whatever it is that's in front of me, would they recognize it as being food? If the answer is no, then you probably shouldn't eat that. There are some exceptions to that, of course, right? So my great-grandparents wouldn't have known necessarily what kale was, or what some other foods were, or my great-grandparents kept kosher, right? So they wouldn't have eaten certain food combinations, but they would have recognized it as food, right? Something like protein powders, and that's an example, or a protein bar, okay? That kind of food, my great-grandparents wouldn't have recognized it, but I don't have a problem with those, right? So protein powders, either from like soy or peas, or from dairy products, right, where they've kind of like extracted the protein out of it and made it into a powder, where you can like add that to beverages or add that to recipes and stuff. That would be an exception, okay? So, but as a general statement, for most things, if it's highly processed and your body doesn't know what to do with it, don't eat it. Choose something better. You're worth it, right? The simplest of foods, things like just vegetables, fruits, beans, eggs, things, meat, things along those lines, right? That should be the foundation of your nutrition, and it is delicious, and you can eat a lot of food and really power your body so you have the energy, right? And I'm not saying that you're going to be a marathon runner. You don't have to be a marathon runner if you don't want. But if you do want to have a goal like that, if there's something you're like, you know what, I would love to be able to do pull-ups. I would love to be able to do push-ups. I'd like to be able to just walk with my kids and play tag with them and not get out of breath, right? Whatever your goal is, do the work up here, do the work within your body with high quality nutrition, because what you eat affects everything. What you eat affects your gut biome and that affects your brain, right? So give yourself the nutrition, do the work that you need to do, and you will be amazed at what happens. You're gonna have moments where you're gonna doubt yourself. You're gonna have moments where maybe you want to throw in the towel, but you have to ask yourself, what do I want, right? And if you decide, like maybe it's a holiday or somebody's birthday and you want to eat something special, eat the something special, but then go right back to doing what you were doing, right? I went on a trip for a week. I ate so much food. I ate some foods that normally I wouldn't be eating. But guess what? As soon as my trip was over, I got right back on the horse and I kept doing what I am doing. Don't give up on yourself. That is the biggest problem that most people have in achieving their weight goals and achieving their fitness goals. You are worth it. We're all worth it, okay? I love you all. Have a great day and wish me luck on my upcoming marathon.